very technical.
Yes.
And you just save money.
And actually that has a thermal liner too.
And it has a removable thermal
Destination
liner. What? What are you doing today, bruv?
Same as we do every other day now.
Is it?
You provide fun, quality entertainment for the people of YouTube. But actually, it's a review of a Gore-Tex jacket. So we're looking at the held Imola ST Gore-Tex jacket. Because you're right, winter is coming. And we should look at something a little bit more season appropriate. This jacket is a highly technical jacket.
Okay.
It's got some features that I've never come across before. This was the jacket that Dan was blown up in. Yeah. Not your usual winter jacket, actually. He says, having said winter is coming, because it doesn't come with a thermal liner built in.
Whoa. What?
So this falls under Held's clip-in range of jackets. So they have provided inside, as you've seen before, and we've got a 2-minute tech link up there.
Yeah, I will link
about
that one.
Held clip-ins, and you'll see the blue tabs, and so you can choose from. There's another one there somewhere. There you go. Choose from a range of, I think there's 9 now, different internals that you can put in, and you can swap out, including an airbag, which we saw.
Right.
As well as light thermal, heavy thermal, light waterproof, Gore-Tex, over and under Gore-Tex, which is not really too necessary for this particular jacket, but for other jackets, and we'll come back to that later anyway.
So, I'm going to continue to wear my hoodie. I think that's fair, isn't it?
Because you would, I suppose. And again, if it doesn't have the thermal liner when you buy it, you're more than likely going to start off by wearing it with a hoodie before you go and buy your thermal liner.
Put your hood up in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a shame. It's just a shame it's not an NW10 hoodie.
Oof. Yes. Or an MGR hoodie.
Or who wants to see MGR merch?
Who wants to see that?
Would any of you actually buy it? Because if you would, we might make some.
Yeah. Put it in the comments below.
Yeah.
If you buy one. Okay.
Now, in terms, because we always talk about sizing, in terms of sizing, normally the gear that you wear in here is a small. But again, you've got your hoodie underneath. We're looking at winter.
Winter. I would always, if it was me and I was going to go buy a winter jacket, I would always look maybe wear whatever I'm going to wear underneath it.
Yes,
so
definitely.
Normally I wouldn't wear a hoodie. I'd normally wear a fleece. I'd bring that, and then I would look to what you call it. I'd probably maybe go like one size up rather than my true to size. Of, like if I was going to buy a sports bike kit or leathers or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only going to wear a t-shirt.
Yeah. So that said, you're in a medium now.
Yes. Which actually, I'm happy with that.
The other thing to mention as well, while Dan's wearing it, so this is, we'll come to that, but this is a short kind of cut jacket. So it's designed more for your sports tourers and your sports bikes, as opposed to those adventure style jackets that come in a lot longer. There is still, once Dan's zipped in, we can show you when he turns to the side.
Is that two? Yeah.
There's many options there. I should really look at the screen when I'm filming instead of you, because that was not really pointing at you.
Oh, was it not?
I don't think so. So turn to the side for me.
Yeah.
So you'll see that it's cut slightly longer at the rear than at the front, because at the front, obviously, on a sportier bike, you're going to be tucked in further, and the back's going to lift up and then expose you. So that's been designed with that in mind.
Jump on the bike.
Actually, why not? It's a good time to do that. And actually, it's a good-looking jacket, bro.
That's an inline 4, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I prefer an inline 4 all day long. But with like Kevlar jeans, even, it's a good looking jacket, and it does come as a set. So there is a matching trousers, but we won't look at that today. But it's worth mentioning.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning.
Yeah, definitely, and I'll show you it as well briefly.
We'll buy a high vis since we're here.
Let's give it the old test.
Give it the old test.
That only Android can. Yeah. Only Android can do. But yeah,
Shut up.
high vis is there for sure. I like the way they've integrated the high vis into the white.
Oh really?
Yeah. In place, so when I turn the light off, it kind of all just becomes one with that white on your chest, which is cool. Yeah, plenty. Let me just see from the side and the back. Arms is there. Yeah, loads on the back. Oh, the held writing in massive.
Shall I tell
Yeah.
you?
Oh, look at that. Oh, mate, you're gonna like that a lot.
Really?
Held
What about when I
looks
put the hood up?
epic.
Is there anything else there?
Yes, there is. And on the collar, there's lots of reflective. I also like the fact that they've broken up the jacket with the white bits, because white is really hard to keep clean normally. However, there's not enough of it to worry about keeping it clean on this jacket, but at the same time, there's just enough of it for you to be visible night and day.
What are these?
Okay, so let's start looking at the jacket.
They're pockets.
Could you put your phone in there?
Ooh. Standard iPhone.
Would you? Fucking standard iPhone.
XR, man.
Yeah. That's the standard
What?
iPhone. Yeah. Just
What?
disappeared up in there. Just fucking vanished.
And if you're one of them, burner phone kind of guys.
Yeah, both sides.
You can do 2. Wow, no. That's impressive.
Okay.
Hang on.
Yeah.
No.
It ain't got those San Remo
it's
pockets.
Not San Remo. It's not felt line. It's got a little. It feels a little bit plasticky. It's not far off that. It's not far off.
Okay.
But standard iPhone.
Disappeared.
And when I say standard iPhone, it's not a Max. Yeah, we're not talking about no
giant thing.
We're talking about the normal one. Yeah, normal XR. Yeah, that fits in there nicely.
Okay.
Cool. So, actually,
Okay.
pockets wise, that's pretty decent.
Have you got the internal chest pocket and internal pockets in general? So it seems we're looking at pockets.
Internal pocket. Okay, so you've got this zip thing,
Which we'll come to again in terms of...
So inside that,
set.
inside that.
Okay, so we've got a dedicated phone pocket. It even says mobile pocket.
Well,
That I imagine is for some kind of chest protection. Yeah, chest protector technology.
Yeah.
We've got a pocket there.
Okay.
There's another one there, which... Oh, God, that's deep.
That's what she
That's
said.
what she said. Wait, that doesn't work.
No, that doesn't.
That sounds like some pegging shit, bro. Allow it.
Is that what? Oh, do you know what
Oh,
this is for?
Go on.
All them Android guys with their fold-out phones. That's what that's for.
Yeah.
It's a shame we can't try that.
Yeah,
but I reckon
yeah.
that would fit in.
Yeah, but well, it would fit in pretty much all of the pockets, I reckon.
Your phone.
Yeah.
But folded out. I mean,
Why would you put your phone folded out?
I don't know, bro.
No need for that, blood.
Just...
But yeah, okay.
Okay, then we got the chest protector. Now, I see it, but I don't quite understand it. So
I
maybe
guess you need the chest protectors to kind of figure out how it all sits together.
Hang on, what's this down here?
I'm just going to zoom in so that you can see too.
Is that a headphone cable?
No, I know what that's for, which we'll come to later.
All right, so there's no removable liner.
No.
You have a zip that you can zip onto your trousers or jeans.
Yeah, we all know this one.
The air down.
We all know this one.
Which is my favourite.
Yeah.
Every brand should do this. Every brand should do this.
And that is so that you can leave, obviously, in case you haven't seen any of our other videos, you can leave the outer zip open in the summer and leave the inner zip closed. That way you have a full central chest vent, which is phenomenal. It's literally the best kind of ventilation you're going to get.
Yeah.
Full stop.
If you're on a naked bike, that's brilliant. And then, you can't.
Yeah, so
zip
we've
this
got to
one
figure
away.
out what's going on with that second one. So I think that second one is just a wind or additional waterproof, because it's not a proper waterproof zip or a lockout zip. So I imagine it's just an extra bit of wind protection and
I
an
think
extra
it's
bit of wind protection. Okay.
I'm going to go wind protection.
Yeah,
now,
okay.
For sure. That's going to cover.
But that's annoying because then it leaves that air dam flapping about as well, which I don't like.
No, because normally you can
Zip it away.
You can zip away an air dam.
Is there any other internal zips to zip? Oh, there is. So you can zip. Wait.
I was looking for that. Okay.
This is a bit hard to film, guys, so I apologise. Wait, let me go wide angle. There we go.
Shall I move over here?
We'll go back to
our
non-wide
bigger
angle.
area that Nelson was complaining about. earlier.
See? There was some method to my madness, bro. Some.
So here then, you can zip that away.
Okay.
There you go. Zip that away.
Okay, so is that everything away?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So if you don't want any faff, I mean, I'm sure can you feel it all bunched up there? Because it is bunched a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels like a...
And actually, this is a generic point about technical jackets that I've come across. Highly technical jackets that have this number of features. They're always end up having to do some kind of shortcut like that compromises you in some way. Like that, I can even see it. It's like a bulge there.
It feels like cellophane or saran wrap. It feels like I've got one of them there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the thing. Yeah. It's not annoying. I'd get used to that. If I had the chest protector, there's nowhere.
But also, seemingly, you can only zip all of them away, not just...
Oh, I think you can...
No, what I'm trying to say is, I reckon, because you can zip that one away...
Yeah, you can zip both.
And leave that one out.
Yeah.
But if you're using that one has to stay out, and that's still a faff.
That is a faff.
which I don't like at all.
I like these though.
Okay, yeah. The next bit of ventilation. So you've got nice long zips on the sleeves, which with a double zip. So you can then have it as a vent, or you can have it as an opening to get in and out of your jacket.
I think that's wicked.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
There's good thought there.
Yeah, got some more ventilation in the bicep area. Any other ventilation that we can see?
This is a question for me. Why would you make the adjustment and the vent in the same?
That's, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's interesting.
That is, for a German brand.
Unless there's more to it that we're missing, but I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's kind of closing it rather than opening it. It's a bit.
Or
go on.
Or it's just that extra when you're riding. If you just need that bit more, all you got to do is that. You don't even have to do that, but all you got to do is that, and then you're going to open it up that little bit more if the zip's already undone.
But they have designed that to tuck in there.
Oh,
because they haven't done it there.
So maybe it's tucked in when you're opening, and when it's open as a vent, but when it's not being used as a vent, you leave it out.
It's Faff.
It's Faff. Agreed, it's Faff.
That's Faff.
Agreed.
And if anybody knows how to do Faff, it's a motorcyclist.
Yeah.
Right?
Again, it comes back to what I was saying about overly technical. You end up having to create Faff to deal with problems that you've suddenly found along the way of putting these extra features in. And that's another one of those Faff things.
I know sometimes when I'm at the test centre, there's some instructors, some examiners, that will just be like, all right, yeah, go on, put your kit on, and then they'll go away. And then there's other examiners that go, okay, put your kit on. And they'll just wait. And I'm like,
no,
what are you waiting
the pressure's
for?
on now.
On the dude to put a helmet on. You'll see him like sweating just to put their helmet on a double D or whatever it is. And there was one guy the other day, he had a jacket on winter, which actually this is pretty good because he should have just worn this jacket, right? But he had like a school jacket on,
right? And
then he had his own puffer jacket on,
okay.
And he was a big guy, So when he went to do his double D ring, he was like,
it could,
and he went, done, and I was like, can't help you, mate. I literally can't help you. And he went, done, and then the examiner went, are you okay? And I'm looking at him, and I just went, good luck.
Oh, that's peak. That's peak.
And I knew what he needed, but I couldn't do it. So he's there, like, with his big biceps, like, Anyway.
Brilliant.
Anyway, I digress.
Brilliant. If you like stories like that, MGR stories coming soon to a screen near you.
So we've got vents there, adjustments here.
Okay. Oh yeah, rear vents.
Rear vents.
Perfect. Yeah, you got some. But they're. Let's see how they actually function. Can you zip up for me, please? Because you know how we talked about last week about the vents that open. No, not last week at factory agencies.
Yes.
The vents that open, but then they're unzipped, but they're not really open. That's what I want to just do a little quick test to see how that looks when they're open.
But remember, this is the back of the jacket. This is exhaust.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's exhaust, and actually they open up quite well. Those flaps that they've created kind of just slip out.
Going into where then? If they're exhaust vents.
Well, you got coming in here. You got coming in here. You got your central chest vent.
For the central chest vent.
For all of your vents.
Right.
I think you're not going to be lacking ventilation.
No. So are we saying then this is a 4-season jacket?
No.
Okay.
Not until you add the clip-ins.
Right.
As it stands, if you buy it as it is, which we haven't talked about yet, but the price.
Go on.
So this jacket, the recommended retail price is $539.99 or $528.99, basically 530 quid.
500 quid.
And that was my initial reaction, because again, you and I have been buying gear for a long time, and almost like where we haven't bought gear for a few years, lockdown's kind of fucked with our brains a bit.
Yeah.
And so, as you remember, we both went, what? How much? Because this jacket, when I first started selling it, maybe 2 years ago-ish or more, the first digit was 4.
Right.
It was 435 or 450 quid or something along those lines.
Right, which we should explain that because of Brexit, that all textile clothing, motorcycle clothing, has now got an added 16% on it. Correct. Am I correct in saying that?
Around that, yeah.
Around that mark, right? So we're not just talking about Held, we're talking about...
it's across the board.
Every single manufacturer.
Motorcycle clothing, textile specifically.
Has gone
I believe it's textile specifically.
I think it's textiles. I think that's what Loz was saying.
Yeah.
Big up Loz.
Yeah. Respect Rastamas.
Yeah.
So our immediate reaction was, oh my god, that's a fucking lot of money.
Yeah.
And then we went and looked at, the first thing we did, because Dan's an Alpine Stars guy, is went to Sports Bike Shop, went to Alpine Stars, clicked the filters to jacket and Gore-Tex, and look, there was 11 jackets left, and they were all in this price point.
So we're
They're between 500 and actually there was up to 900 quid, but they were pro shell jackets. But yeah, so it's I don't think it's expensive in today's market.
Okay, and this is not a pro shell jacket.
No, it's a standard Gore-Tex single layer jacket. Yeah.
The straps here, I'm liking that. Matt could
yeah,
learn a thing or two.
And it is the good Velcro again, isn't it?
Yes,
it's that shiny Velcro.
Yes,
the dual lock.
What have we got here? Have we got
right? So this was a zip that we discovered when we were doing the airbag jacket. What it does is there's like I guess a thread or some kind of attachment between these two zips, and it just cinches in the back, and it kind of closes the. There you go. Yeah, I saw that. It closes the flap to stop any wind coming up. And then there's one last final feature I think that we haven't talked about yet, and we can't show you now, but we have got pictures from when we've experimented previously, which we'll drop in. Along the front here are two channels. You'll see they're mesh, and they are channels for the held HLS system. And so again, you've got it along here, and HLS is basically there for LED, Osram LED lights. They're like fiber optic lights.
Yeah. So in terms of like being visible at night, you're gonna have these white lights down the front, and you're gonna have two red lights down the back. Yeah. Which, when it's dark, epic. When it's light, they're not. You can see them,
but you don't need them when it's light.
You don't need them when it's
exactly
light, right? The white's probably going to stand out more.
Correct. Yeah.
But when it's dark, and then you would plug it into any USB
power bank,
and then you're sweet.
And because it's low power, it's just low power LEDs. A small, very very small power bank is all that's needed. I mean, you can use a big one if you want, but if you're worried about having that bulk or having too big an electronic item inside your jacket when you're riding, any tiny little power bank will keep it going for a long time.
True.
Yeah.
What I will say is, it is faff to get in.
Yes.
Like, you're not going to want the product. It's great. It does its job, and you will be seen. But getting it in the jacket, they don't make it. You remember when we were trying to find
it was really hard. Yeah.
It wasn't clear where you were meant to put the.
And about a month later, we found a hole.
Another one.
Another hole, which we can only think that's what it's for. Yeah. I think it is.
This, I reckon.
So the power bank USB will probably go in there, and the lead comes out there, I imagine.
Ah, it goes there, and then you place it.
Yeah, that's right.
Through here,
yeah,
and then it goes
into
there.
the pocket.
Yeah. So it's not clear for me. It would be nice if it was all like, I don't know, they just made like yellow holes or something like that.
Yeah.
Something that's like any yellow like tab is for that thing.
Yeah, agreed.
But it's not.
I mean, they've thought about it in terms of they've given you cable management. The entire length of the jacket, they've given you really good cable management. So if you install it correctly,
then you're sweet.
You're sweet. But the problem is if you follow our care instructions video and you're washing your jacket once every quarter, that's a fucking arsehole to get in and out, mate.
What makes it worse? What makes it worse is a phenomenal jacket, but the liner is not removable. So when we tried it last time, where did we have to go in?
From the back protector slot. There, that's it
from
there.
The back protector slot. So then you're just dealing with that hole there.
It's literally like a black bag, and you're trying to figure out where the wires are going. So this is designed to provide moisture wicking and cooling. Have a look, it's Sastec. Good old-fashioned Sastec. Yeah, it's the good stuff. It is the good stuff as well.
The good stuff.
With Velcro, so it's secure, and it's not only is it in the pocket, but it's secure in the pocket.
Have you felt that Velcro?
Which Velcro?
Feel that Velcro?
Ooh,
this? No.
Ooh, that ain't going nowhere. I really like the way they made that held reflective. It looks proper modern. It looks proper. It makes the jacket look cool. Most definitely, I think we've both discussed it, and it's only on the optional extra, so not hugely important. But I would sort out that cable management and installation and taking out of the HLS system.
Okay. No back protector.
Yes, again, that's an optional extra, so you have to pay for that extra. And then that's, to be fair, that's fairly par for the course. However, I would have hoped at this price point a back protector would be included. Again, I'd like to maybe put a second, and I know it's probably an extra zip, so it will look probably butters, but if you put another zip here, then this can be zipped and held down, or Velcro.
Velcro to that.
So it just stays down.
Oh my lord. This glove is nice. With the Now that feels. I'm confident you're going to be warm there.
Almost definitely.
I'm confident you're not going to get any air in there. You're not going to.
And you still have plenty of cinch if you want to cinch it even tighter. Velcro goes all the way around to the other side.
True.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
I agree.
I've got to say that's pretty cool.
They do that on a few jackets. It's a good feature for sure.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let's go to the rating then.
Cool. And yeah, what would you improve?
What would I improve? Well, I was going to say that, but actually, no, that's done a pretty good job. What would I improve? I would like to see. I would want to see a back protector.
Even though Alpine Stars don't give you one for the same price. I don't know that's true. I'm just asking. It's just like a hypothetical.
I want to see one.
Okay. I think it's fairly par for the course. I think. Because even like for example, when I was at Infinity, the Dionysus Cyclone jacket, Pro Shell Gore-Tex, full travel jacket. Oh no, that had a decent back protector in it, but that was also, I was going to say, £150 more. You're right. At this price point, at 500 plus, it should have a back protector.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I know you can put the clip-in airbag, and I would 100% recommend the airbag.
Most definitely.
But at this 500 quid on that bombshell. Let's go to the review. So the held Imola ST Gore-Tex. What are you saying, bro? What are you saying?
First off, because I didn't really get a chance to ask you earlier, would you buy it?
Yes.
At that price point.
Now this is where it gets technical, because I think at that price point, I got 500 quid. I would look at the Machna stuff. Which
is another thing that we discussed earlier, that's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
So, I value Gore-Tex a lot. And this is something that's, and I'm sorry, we're trying to make this quite concise, but now I've realised I've got to make a point.
Got to make a point.
Go
on.
I've always valued Gore-Tex an awful lot.
Yeah.
And it's meant, I've always gone for the Gore-Tex option.
Yeah.
In the last few years, ever since this new spate of non-Gore-Tex direct laminates, I'm finding it more and more difficult to make purchasing decisions.
Yeah.
The reason being is, yes, Gore-Tex is great. Gore-Tex Pro Shell is amazing. Now, this is somewhere in between. It's not Gore-Tex, but in essence, it's laminated, so it's like the Pro Shell. So, Gore-Tex is well renowned for being the most breathable waterproof membrane.
Yeah.
So then, when you laminate that, that is always there.
It's up there.
But it's always also 800, 900,000 plus pounds.
Yeah.
Rocker, any Pro Shell, even Alpine Stars Pro Shell that we saw today. Whereas then now looking at the Machna Pro Shell, well, it's not Pro Shell, the Machna direct laminate, which in essence is, so it's Rain-Tex, I imagine, is their mostly used membrane. So you're losing maybe a bit of breathability in theory from, and again, this is not really from testing, this is just hearsay and from customer reviews and opinions.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, the point I'm trying to make is the same amount of money for a non-Pro Shell Gore-Tex jacket, for less money, you can get a direct laminate non-Gore-Tex jacket.
Yes.
And that's a debate. That's now the market's changed because of this whole new spate of direct laminate.
Like, I shouldn't do this now. I'm gonna do it, right? That's 500 quid.
Yeah.
I know it's discontinued.
Yeah.
How much is this jacket?
When it was brand new, retail price was, I think, 380 or 90 quid.
380 quid. 380 quid. This, right, from Machna, is a direct laminate jacket. So this ain't gonna get wet. This ain't gonna get wet, right? And this is how much? 380 quid.
Yeah.
400 quid.
Yeah.
So I've just saved myself.
Yeah. You bought yourself a nice pair of gloves as well.
I bought those gloves that we
tried on.
So for me, that's where I think this is falling down, and the whole, not just this jacket, but the whole genre is like becoming archaic.
Yes.
Because now you're getting manufacturers like Machna making jackets like that, and that's not even their cheapest direct laminate. They do one for what, 320?
320 we saw.
320 direct laminate.
Check out the factory agency's videos up there, you'll probably see.
Mad. I think this is a great jacket, and I would recommend it for anyone who wants anything technical, but equally, that Cougar jacket, very technical.
Yes.
And you just save money.
And actually that has a thermal liner too.
and it has a removable thermal
Destination
liner. What? What?
Destination.
Which this doesn't have. And I don't think the LEDs with the faff that it takes to make that LED work, I don't think these LEDs are anywhere near as bright as any of the Night Eye jackets.
Its rating has, I can't believe I'm saying this, but its rating is now, and this genre of jackets rating is now being affected by the fact that direct laminate exists, not just from Magna, not just from, you know, from lots of bearing do their own direct laminate. I'm sure Furigan do their own direct laminate, and it's becoming more and more of a thing. So I guess what I'm getting at is the rating I'm probably going to give it. It probably would have been an 8, but I think now it's like a 6.5 or a 7 at the most. And it actually 7 if there's a deal on.
I agree. I agree with the 7.
Okay, good.
Here's my reasons. A phenomenal jacket. You will be dry in this jacket.
Yes.
It looks great if you have a technical bike.
Yes.
And it'll pretty much go with any bike, and I'm sure there's other colourways. I'm sure they do in all black.
Yeah.
You could buy that jacket,
yeah,
and then you could probably wear that jacket for like the next 7, 8.
Yeah, like that, and say like a pair of these.
We'll link that video up there. We'll link that video.
Hyperdries.
Hyperdries.
Yeah.
But what I will say, the negatives, no removable liner.
Correct. I see why they've done that, but then the price shouldn't be what it is.
That.
Yeah.
Especially with what you've got to do with the lights. That's an issue.
Yeah.
Even keep the Gore-Tex in there.
Yeah.
But at least be able to remove that other bit.
Yeah.
And the other thing would be the price, because if that's 500 quid,
540.
540 quid,
yeah,
and I can buy a direct laminate jacket
elsewhere from another brand.
From another brand.
Yeah.
For significantly less.
Yeah. An extra item of your kit less.
Yeah.
Even whether it's boots, whether it's really nice gloves, whether you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You could even get a helmet for the money that you save.
So for me, these two things are big.
I'm going to put this out there, and if you want us to do this, then please comment below and let us know. I think what we might have to do is, now we're coming into the season, is we'll pick one of the cheaper direct laminates from Magna in your size, and just ride it. Just put a winter through it, or 2 months, 3 months through it, and let's see. Because you've ridden in Gore-Tex for years and years and years and years. We haven't. It hasn't had that much abuse from, and if anyone's going to give it enough abuse to simulate years, it's going to be an instructor or a courier. So I mean, I know in terms of my customers, because I've sold that Cougar that you showed us, the discontinued Magna direct laminate jacket. I've sold those to couriers, and they have battered and abused those jackets, and I've had at least 1 year out of one of the customers that I'm regularly in contact with, and he loves it. He's got no issues with it. You actually went on a ride with Martin, who has the same jacket. And he yesterday wouldn't stop going on about how much torrential rain it was that day, and he had that jacket and he had no issues with it whatsoever. It was bone dry, he said, and the jacket didn't hold any water, you know. So it works, and he had no issues with it whatsoever. So
and again, it's cool. It's got a hood on it.
Yeah.
You can wear that with.
I mean, that's a specific thing to the jacket, and I'm talking more about the general direct laminate and Gore-Tex.
But what I'm saying is, fashion-wise, you're getting some fashionability
as well.
That if some non-biker looked at that jacket, they wouldn't assume straight away it's a motorcycle jacket. But with this one, you're a biker.
It's a biker's jacket, yeah. And some people like that and they gravitate towards that too. So there's a place for both, and I guess as a customer you've got to decide what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And which way you go, but it's a tough one now. The market's changed.
I feel like this is the old guard.
Yeah.
And that style of jacket is a new guard.
Yeah.
And I think that for that reason we come to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
That it's got to be 7 stars.
There you go. The held Imola ST Gore-Tex Jacket, 7 stars. Thanks for watching.
Peace. We didn't do like, comment, subscribe, share.